In the matter of Maria Warner versus Dr. Stephen Myers, I understand you are suing him, Ms. Warner, because he posted a flyer or something on social media and at your job indicating you were a white supremacist, and as a result of that, you were terminated.
Yes,
so you
Your
say
Honor.
it's his fault that you were fired.
Yes.
All right. Tell me why.
He came down to my job and he harassed me and the customers, and he posted those flyers and he got me fired. He's my neighbor. He's been living there for 6 months. I was a little confused why he moved in there to begin with, because we've never had any African Americans in our neighborhood. But he moved in, and it's America. He has the freedom to live where he wants.
But it confused you, huh?
It did confuse me. I was brought up in this environment. We have social club meetings there.
What environment?
American Aryan Association.
Oh, okay. All right.
I grew
You have
up
social
in
club meetings there?
We do. Often we have meetings there in the privacy of my own home.
Mm-hmm.
We have meetings. We have parties. And we keep it there at my house, though. And I know I've had associates over that, he's been outside. My neighbor's been outside watering his lawn or whatever. And they've told him, they've hollered out things. But I've told him, I was like, hey, look, that's my neighbor.
So you say you've had your associates over and they've yelled things at Mr. Myers or Dr. Myers?
Yes.
Like what?
They've hollered
Racial
things
epithets?
Yes. Yes.
So why are you afraid to say it?
I might not believe in everything that the association, believes in, but I grew up in it, and we do a lot of good too in the community. We do outreach, we donate money, we volunteer.
So that excuses all your other madness that you do? Is that what you're trying to tell me?
Well, any other madness that we do in the privacy of our own home.
Okay, go on, Dr. Myers.
She has encouraged, if not instigated, this harassment, this unrelenting, prolonged harassment by herself and her associates. It started off very subtle with offhand remarks, stereotypical remarks about my hair. I have braids, and so they assumed I was in a gang, and so this was nothing for me to brush
What's
off.
your
especially
PhD in?
Psychology.
Oh.
Yes. I just moved to the area 6 months ago.
Why did you choose that neighborhood? Did you know what it was?
I don't really look at the makeup of the. I had accepted an offer at a clinic there. I called the police several times. Police came to their house. That was the only way I could get them to quiet the noise level. At first, I attempted to reach out personally to Ms. Warner and was met with even more aggression on the part of her associates.
What kinds of things did they say or do?
They didn't respect me. I came there at nights, often asking them to turn the music down. And
Okay,
they
so
said, we're sorry, it's not rap, or we'll try to play some rap for you tonight or something. Just really disrespectful things, not respecting my requests as a neighbor and as a citizen to not be disturbed in the middle of the night. After I called the police, that's when the property damage started to happen. My car was vandalized. Someone spray painted a swastika on my vehicle. The next week, there was graffiti on the side of the house that said "No blacks."
Handwriting.
That said what?
It said "No blacks."
No blacks?
On the side of my house. Yes, I rent the house. When I returned home from work one day to find a doll hanging in my front lawn by the neck, that I was livid.
And what the doll? What was said? Or
it was a black doll just simply hanging from the neck.
Hanging by the neck.
Hanging by the neck. No words, no messages, just hung there in the middle of my lawn for anyone on the street or driving by to see.
So then, as a result of that, what did you do?
What I did, knowing that I didn't have any proof that she physically or her associates physically put this there, but knowing that it was them that caused this, I distributed flyers throughout the community, making them aware of her association with this group and her lifestyle as a racist.
Okay, so what does the flyer say?
It simply said, it said,
somebody have
Ms.
a copy
Warner,
of it? I can
she's
just
a
read it.
racist.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Do you have any proof of the vandalism of any kind?
Yes, Your Honor.
I didn't have anything to do with it, and that's that's where he crossed the line. He came to my job. Anything I do in the privacy of my own home. I don't go to his work and tell them that he's a gangbanger and all this kind of stuff and try to get him fired.
That would be a lie, and that would actually be slander. Me distributing these flyers, making the community aware of a racist, is truth. You even
Oh, so this
admitted
is a sign
to
of
being,
no blacks.
Yeah, that's
Again,
the
not my
graffiti there.
handwriting.
Your Honor, I don't know
And this
what
is the doll hanging in your yard.
Yeah, that was the final straw for me, and yeah, I like I said, I distributed flyers to the community.
And this is the car vandalized with the swastika. And I know you have no knowledge of any of this.
Absolutely not.
I know.
A visit to her employer to make them also aware of
He
the
said he
kind of
did it.
woman
There you
that
go.
they have on their staff. And while I did not,
Where do you work?
I work at a coffee shop in the neighborhood. I'm
Oh,
a
in the
barista.
neighborhood?
Yeah.
So you're saying it's because he told the truth about the fact that you were a white supremacist that's what got you fired. And you're suing for slander. I think that's what I read.
I don't think it's fair to call us that. I mean, just because we have a social club that meets and we're all white doesn't mean that, we're racist. We just like to keep it in the community, and that's what we do.
Well, come on, Miss Warner. You told me that you were part of the Aryan Nation.
Absolutely.
The
And we do a
Aryan
lot of
Nation
outreach.
of white supremacists.
Anything that we do or say is in the privacy on private property.
But let me tell you something, and that's fine. And anything he does and says, you were exercising your First Amendment right. He exercised his First
by
Amendment
going
right.
to my job and getting me fired?
Just to put up a flyer to say what you do, he's exercising his First Amendment right. And you sued for slander. You got to prove that it's a lie.
It's not true. The cops have come to my house. They have never had charges brought up on me because
I don't need to hear anymore. She sued for slander and said that she sued for slander because of the flyer. Truth is an absolute defense to slander, so your request is denied for the $2,880. But you have a countersuit for the vandalism and the damage to your vehicle.
Yes.
The problem I have is you can't prove who did it. Now, I suggest to you that if your friends continue in this manner, it won't be long before he will have proof of this type of conduct. So I have to deny the defendant's claim, and I deny your claim as well. So, case dismissed.